friends, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to be filming this video. In fact, I am filming this video at 1:15 in the morning. That is how excited I am to film and edit and get this video up for you guys tomorrow, because it's just been too long since we've sat down and just had a chat. I mean, we talked about coffee break stuff and burnout a couple of weeks ago, and I had every intention of getting a vlog out the next day, and it just did not happen because my life is crazy. So I just thought we would sit down. I'm not even gonna really consider this a coffee break video. This is more just like a sit down. I do actually have some coffee because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm filming a video, but we're just gonna sit down and we're gonna chat about my goals for not really June, but just the rest of, I don't know, the near future. I have a lot of things that I really want to do and accomplish for the rest of this year. I do have a video that I want to do where I actually sit down and maybe react to my 2021 goals and watch it and react to where I am right now. I just came up with that right now. So I think that would be a really great way to talk about where I'm at and what goals do I have for the future. But I really just want to check in with you guys and talk to you about what I'm feeling motivated about, what I'm feeling passionate about, and what I'm going to be working on, because I have some kind of big news. So first of all, before we get into the video, I am going to be linking down below. As always, I have my Instagram, but I am now on TikTok as well. So I think that's becoming very quickly one of my favorite platforms to create on, because with my busy schedule, it is really easy for me, it is easier, I should say, for me to create quick, short, 5-second through 1 minute long videos, and they're fun and they're engaging, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you are not following me on Instagram, please do, and then you can also now follow me on TikTok. So that brings me to the first thing that we are going to talk about. I'm not going to be posting, normally I try to get a TBR video out, or the goal is always to get a TBR video out at the beginning of the month. I'm no longer going to do those on my channel, at least for the near future, because one thing I feel like is a little bit frustrating about having all these different social platforms and video being a big thing on all of them is just that I don't want my content to be redundant, because what's the point of following me on Instagram if you're just seeing the same content that you're getting on YouTube? Or what's the point of following me on YouTube if you're just regurgitating in longer form the same stuff you already saw on Instagram? I am going to be trying to separate out and do different things on the different platforms. So I do post, for example, I'll make a TikTok, and I do post some of those TikToks and my Reels on Instagram, but not all of them. So if you like my Reels on Instagram, you really should be following me on TikTok, because there is more of that kind of short form content on TikTok. Same thing with my TBRs. So I've decided that I'm exclusively going to be doing my TBRs on TikTok and Reels. Again, it depends on how long it is, because Instagram only lets me do 30 seconds in Reels, whereas TikTok will let me go up to a minute. So most likely, if I have a big TBR, it's probably only going to be posted on TikTok. So that's kind of the plan. And then I am going to be doing wrap-ups here on YouTube, because you can't really sit down and talk about all your thoughts on a book in 1 minute. So I'm going to be doing book reviews. I'm going to be bringing back the 1 minute book review challenges. I'm going to do a little bit of those on TikTok, but I'm going to be pulling out my my reading jar again and trying to see how many of them I can do in a 10-minute session or something like that. So I love those videos. I did those a while back, and I'm going to be bringing that kind of content back. So I'm really, really excited about that. So again, I'm going to leave all of the stuff you need for where else to follow me down below. And so that's the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, is where I've kind of been hanging out when I'm not hanging out here. Is I know I haven't been very, have I ever been consistent on YouTube? It's hard because I put so much time and effort and energy into sitting down, talking to you. You gotta put on the face, you gotta do all this stuff, you gotta edit, you gotta upload, make a thumbnail. There's all of this stuff that goes into it, and these videos are longer. So I have to do all that, and sometimes I don't always have time for that, which is why I really enjoy the short form content that I'm getting on TikTok and Instagram. So anyways, I am going to be more consistent though. I'm actually going to be sitting down and trying to have videos that I have filmed that I can just have uploaded and saved. So if I am getting really, really busy, I can just post a book review, or I can just post a tag video, or something that I can just have on hand where everything's ready to go. I have the thumbnail, I have the whole video edited, and I can just post it on those days or months, especially with summer coming up, where I'm going to be incredibly busy, because summer is our busiest time of year at work. I do have a new schedule coming up though, so if you did watch my burnout coffee break video, I talked about how I was trying to get a new shift because shift bid was coming up, and the shift that I wanted was early morning. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, it's so early in the morning, but I got the shift I wanted. So my new schedule starting on the 20th of June is going to be 4:45 in the morning until 1:15 in the afternoon, which is crazy. But it's also going to give me a lot more time, because so much of my day, like right now working from home, I don't have breaks that I get to just hang out and do what I want for myself. My breaks, I'm usually busy with the kids, the husband, doing something in the house. Like, my breaks are short, they're 10 minutes, and I'm always over because 10 minutes goes fast. But with this new schedule, I'm gonna have 15-minute breaks. The first one, the entire house will still be asleep, so I will actually have a break to myself, and it'll be 15 minutes. I can film a video in that amount of time. I can film a couple TikToks. I can read. I can work on my writing. I can just sit and be quiet. I can do whatever the heck I want, because it is my 15-minute break, and I am so excited for it. Like, so excited. So I'm really excited about the new schedule. A little nervous about going to sleep and getting up at 4:45 in the morning, but I can do it. I know I can. That's what coffee's for. The next thing, and the biggest thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about, is what I'm going to be creating writing-wise moving forward. What projects am I working on right now? Because as you guys know, I finished the Trophy Wife, the first draft of the Trophy Wife, in December. And since Camp NaNoWriMo, which again was like, I mean, Camp NaNoWriMo was I didn't even try. I did not do Camp NaNoWriMo. I intended to, but I did not do it. It took me 6 weeks, you guys. 6 weeks to do 2 read-throughs. 6 weeks! That's just insane. Like, 6 weeks to read a 60-page script twice. But I did it. I've got the notes done. So I'm going to spend the next couple of days just kind of banging out like the second draft, because as I went through my notes, there really wasn't that much that I need to change. Some of it was just like removing a word here or there, condensing, rephrasing things a little bit. There was a couple big edits, but not really all that much. So what I'm gonna do over the next couple of days is and that's a big priority, is I do actually need to get the second draft edited and ready to go. I'm gonna put the Trophy Wife away for a little bit. I love that story. I love Rebecca. I love Christian. I love all the characters in that story. But I've written now, I'm gonna have 2 drafts done, and now I'm going to be doing what I can slowly to improve it, and then start sending out queries to different literary managers to hopefully get somebody to represent me and help me find an agent to sell the script to a network. So that stuff I am going to be working on. My goal is, I mean, I would love to have a manager by the end of the year. Like, that is still a goal that I want, but I'm gonna be slowly getting myself there. Maybe doing little things once a month to continue to write on it or edit or work on something, create my query letters, whatever I have to do. And so that's just, but writing that script is not a high priority anymore. So that means I have to do something else writing-wise. And I am so happy I am finally getting back to Behind the Red Door. So if you're new to my channel, Behind the Red Door is a novel that I have been writing since before I started on AuthorTube. It's kind of changed in the year and a half. I have not written in this story for a year and a half, and I miss it. Like, I like The Trophy Wife. The Trophy Wife is a pilot script that I wrote. It's about adults. It's an hour-long comedy drama. It is heartwarming and it is heartbreaking, and it's wonderful. And I loved being able to write about adults. Now, behind the red door though, but in the essence of the trophy wife though, even though some sad things happen, it is hopeful and it is positive and it is a romance, basically. It's like a romantic show, right? Behind the red door is dark and gritty and twisted, okay? It's about a girl who's running from a cult leader, who grew up in a cult, and the dude is just, he's awful. Like, Jonah is the worst of the worst of the worst. Like, he's so bad. And I've decided I'm gonna do more videos about the trophy wife and some of the changes, because even though I've not wrote Lexi's story in a year and a half, I thought I was gonna put this story away for a month. It's been a year and a half. I have made some pretty major decisions for changes that are going to happen in the story. One of them is I'm no longer going to consider this YA. It does center around primarily high school age characters, but it is no longer a YA, specifically like YA story. I think it's going to be more new adult, or even I watched a YouTube video. I'm going to have to link the creator down below because I'm tired and I can't think of her name, but there is a creator here on YouTube that I've been watching her videos, and she describes her story as an adult story that YA readers would like. And I love that, because I feel like that really is what Behind the Red Door is. It should not be a YA story, and I think that's one of the things that have held me back, is that I haven't allowed myself to go to the really dark and gritty and just awful places that I feel like I want this story to go to, because I've been trying to keep it more YA friendly, and I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to go as dark and effed up as I can. And I know that sounds awful, but that's what this story is. I mean, you've got a cult leader who's obsessed with a 17-year-old girl, and he's like the worst villain. I mean, not of all time, but he's just so bad. Jonah is just, he's awful. He's manipulative, he's sadistic, he's a sociopath. He is a sociopath that people believe is like the freaking Messiah. Like, it's insane. Like, people just, they follow him blindly. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent, but I just want my story to go to the dark places that I feel like the story needs to go to. So that's a big major change, and I've got a few other things like relationships between characters, parts of the setting, how characters are meeting, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to rewrite from page 1, or I honestly don't think I'm going to, because I really just want to finish the novel. So I think I'm just gonna open it up and just keep writing, but do what I've always done, which is make like a massive note of the changes and pretend I wrote it from that way from the very beginning. So editing is going to be a freaking monstrous beast, but I just want to get it written. Like, I'm so excited, and I think that now that I'm not holding myself back so much, it will be so much easier to write, because I don't know, my psyche must be like damaged or something, because I thrive on the dysfunction of this world. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent, but I'm really, really, really excited to be writing that book again. So that's really all I'm going to be working on writing wise, is again slowly working on the trophy wife and then incorporating in Behind the Red Door. And I would love to have Behind the Red Door finished before NaNoWriMo, so I could start another project. And if I do, I have a couple of things in mind that I would like to write. I've come up with a couple ideas. One is another TV show that I could work on. Another is another novel idea. I'm gonna spend June kind of doing like the normal like prep work. I'm not really gonna write anything in June. I'm gonna spend June doing the normal kind of like Camp NaNoWriMo prep and really getting myself ready to write, and then just hit the ground running. And I would love to have that book written by my birthday, which is August 22nd. So if I could have my book finished by August 22nd, that would be amazing. And then again, I can slowly start focusing more on the trophy wife and start a new project in November or something. So that is where I am at with everything right now. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna have a separate video coming out pretty soon with maybe some book box updates if you would like that, or I think actually let's do a Q&A. So if you have any questions about the indie bookworm that you would like me to answer, put them down in the comments down below to this video, because I do want to film like a Q&A video on the indie bookworm pretty soon. I'm just really excited, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble at 1 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me, for subscribing to my channel. And I've got a lot of great videos that are coming up soon over on TikTok, so make sure to follow me over there or on Instagram. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So again, thank you for sticking with me when I haven't been as consistent. I'm really going to try. And I think one thing that I'm going to do to take the pressure off is I have an ideal schedule in my mind of when I want to be able to post videos. But I think that one thing that really messes with me is that when I can't get a video out on that specific day, I get really discouraged. So instead, I'm going to take a little pressure off myself, and I'm going to say I will be posting at minimum 1 video a week, ideally 3. If I stick to the schedule that I want, there will be 3 videos every single week, but there may be a week where you just get 1. I'm going to be doing more vlogs. I've got some fun series vlogs coming up. I've got some secret TBR videos coming up. So subscribe if you're not, because it will be a good time, and I will be posting again at least once a week, because I do want to be more consistent. I really want to grow this channel because I love hanging out with all of you guys. I love chatting with you guys. I love answering, you know, talking to you in the comments and subscribing to your channels and just being bookish and writerly friends. I love it. You know what to do. Please go write some words and read a book. I will see you guys very soon. Love you. Bye.